Have you ever met someone whose face seems untouched by time, whose eyes carry depth but whose presence feels light, grounded, almost ageless? And you wondered, what is their secret? Is it genetics, skincare, money, luck? Or could it be something far older and far more powerful, a philosophy that quietly reshapes the body by first reshaping the mind? Today we are diving into 7 hidden reasons why you may look younger than your age, and how the ancient wisdom of Stoic philosophy plays a deeper role in this than you might imagine. Stay with me until the end, because the final reason might completely change how you think about aging. First, emotional regulation reduces visible stress. Chronic stress is one of the fastest accelerators of aging. It tightens facial muscles, deepens lines, disturbs sleep, weakens immunity, and drains vitality from the eyes. The Stoics, especially thinkers like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, emphasized a radical idea: it is not events that disturb us, but our judgments about them. When you train yourself to pause, to question your interpretation, to separate what you control from what you do not, your nervous system relaxes. A calm nervous system means lower cortisol, softer facial tension, steadier breathing, and a more youthful expression. Serenity is not just a spiritual state, it becomes physically visible. Second, acceptance eliminates inner friction. Many people age quickly because they are constantly fighting reality. They resist change, they replay the past, they fear the future. That internal resistance manifests as chronic contraction in the jaw, the forehead, the shoulders. Stoicism teaches amor fati, the love of fate, the willingness to embrace whatever happens as necessary and meaningful. When you stop arguing with life, your body stops bracing against it. There is a looseness, a natural posture, and ease in your movements that people subconsciously read as youthfulness. Youth is not just smooth skin, it is flexibility in spirit. Third, purpose gives your face light. Stoic philosophy insists that human beings are rational and social creatures designed for virtue and contribution. When your days are aligned with a sense of purpose, when you wake up knowing why you are doing what you are doing, your eyes reflect that clarity. Compare someone drifting aimlessly with someone guided by values. One looks tired even at 30, the other looks vibrant at 50. Purpose sharpens focus, regulates habits, and prevents the kind of existential fatigue that etches itself into the face. Meaning, in a subtle but powerful way, rejuvenates. Fourth, minimalism protects your nervous system. Stoics practiced voluntary simplicity. They reminded themselves that happiness does not depend on luxury. In modern life, constant comparison and consumer pressure create invisible stress. The more you chase status, the more you strain. When you adopt a Stoic lens, valuing character over possessions, you remove layers of unnecessary anxiety. Fewer emotional spikes mean less biochemical wear and tear. The skin, sleep cycles, and posture all benefit from this stability. Calm consistency slows visible aging more effectively than expensive products ever could. Fifth, self-discipline creates physiological balance. Stoicism is not passive acceptance, it is disciplined action in what lies within your control. Regular sleep, moderate eating, intentional exercise, measured speech, these are not modern biohacks. They echo ancient Stoic practices of temperance. A regulated lifestyle balances hormones, stabilizes blood sugar, and improves circulation. When your internal systems operate in harmony, it shows externally. Clearer skin, brighter eyes, steadier energy, these are physical signatures of disciplined living. Youthfulness often reflects order rather than chaos. Sixth, gratitude softens the face. Chronic dissatisfaction hardens expression. The Stoics trained themselves in daily reflection, often journaling at night, reviewing the day not with harsh self-hatred but with constructive awareness. Seneca wrote about examining one's actions calmly to improve the next day. Gratitude and reflection reduce resentment, and resentment is aging. When appreciation becomes habitual, facial micro-expressions shift. The eyes soften, the mouth rests more gently, and even wrinkles form differently, shaped by smiling rather than scowling. Over years, this compounds into a visible difference. Seventh, detachment from ego preserves vitality. Ego is exhausting. The constant need to prove, defend, compare, and outperform keeps the body in subtle fight-or-flight mode. Stoicism teaches that reputation, praise, and external validation are indifferent, not worthless, but not essential. When you detach from the hunger for approval, you conserve immense psychological energy. That saved energy becomes vitality. You stand more relaxed. You speak more slowly. Your presence feels grounded. Ironically, when you stop trying to appear impressive, you begin to appear timeless. Now here is the deeper truth. Looking younger is not about pretending time does not pass. Stoicism never denied aging, it encouraged preparing for it. But there is a profound distinction between chronological aging and psychological aging. Chronological aging is inevitable. Psychological aging, the premature hardening of the spirit, is optional. Many people grow old in their 20s because they accumulate bitterness, fear, and tension. Others remain luminous in their 60s because they cultivate equanimity. Modern science increasingly supports what the Stoics intuitively understood. Emotional regulation improves cardiovascular health. Purpose correlates with longevity. Reduced stress protects cellular integrity. When philosophy reshapes perception, perception reshapes biology. The phase becomes a mirror of internal order. And here is the hook that may surprise you most. Youthfulness is not something you chase. It is something you stop blocking. When you remove chronic stress, resistance, aimlessness, excess desire, disorder, resentment, and ego obsession, what remains is a lighter nervous system and a clearer presence. That clarity reads as youth. So, if someone tells you that you look younger than your age, perhaps it is not luck. Perhaps it is the invisible architecture of your mindset. Perhaps, without even realizing it, you have practiced Stoic principles, choosing calm over chaos, meaning over distraction, discipline over indulgence, gratitude over complaint. And if you have not yet practiced them, the invitation stands. Because the real secret of timelessness is not found in a bottle, a procedure, or a filter. It is found in how you interpret the world, how you carry adversity, and how gently you hold your own expectations. The Stoics believed that a well-governed mind leads to a well-lived life. And a well-lived life leaves traces, not of decay, but of dignity. If this perspective shifted how you see aging even slightly, imagine what consistent practice could do over years. Youth fades. Character compounds, and in the long run, character is what keeps a face alive.